Record.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Andrea. How you
Hello.
doing?
I am fine. Thank you. How are you, Ash?
I'm great, and I'm happy to be here on this Monday in January. But I'm looking forward to sharing some upcoming events that we have with everybody. And the first one that we have is our Unite launch. NHF every year does this wonderful launch for our organizations that participate in the walk. And this year, they'll be featuring some things that we did on social media that we did here at HFNC. So that'll be really fun. And you can register for that if you go to our hemofoundation.org events. Very easy. Just find it's the top event there tomorrow. And I believe that starts at 4 p.m. Our time, Pacific
Yep.
time. And then February 24th, which is Thursday, we have an in person event in Monterey. That's going to be at Tarpey's. And this is gene therapy with BioMarin. And we'd love to see you there. We're all going to be practicing our safety measures to keep as safe as we can at this event. And you can find out more about that when you register for the event. Again, hemofoundation.org events. That's BioMarin, February 24th, and that's Thursday. It's going to be at 6:30 in person. And then another thing that we have coming up, so much stuff,
Yes.
is March is Bleeding Disorders Awareness Month, something that's very near and dear to my heart. The entire month, we will help you celebrate any way you like, but we have these wonderful kits, and you can ask your mayor to declare your city as March as Bleeding Disorders Awareness Month. And it's super easy, and you get all the support from us, and we'll send you some fun things in the mail, and we'd love to have your participation. So you can register for that on the website hemofoundation.org events. And the last thing, again, near and dear to my heart, the Female Factor Retreat. We're going to have that in person April 8th through 10th. It's going to be at the St. Clair's Retreat, which is in the SoCal Santa Cruz Mountains. And we'd love to see all of you there. It's about half filled right now. There's still room for more. We're going to be practicing all the safety measures that you would expect and more. And you can register for that at hemofoundation.org events. So if you have any questions about any of this stuff, you can email us, ashley.gregory@hemofoundation.org. You can call us 510-658-3324, or just go to the website. So, Andrea, do you have some stuff to talk about, or did I say everything?
You said a lot, and it was all very important. I've got a few things to add. Right now, registration is open for Washington Days. And if you're unfamiliar with Washington Days, it is when all of the hemophilia chapters throughout the U.S., along with the National Hemophilia Foundation, NHF, gather together to advocate for bleeding disorders, with the bleeding disorders community on important issues with, the federal government. So it is going to be virtual this year. It is not going to be in person, but it's still Washington Days. And there is a training that's going to be coming up about midpoint of next month, I believe on the 15th. And Washington Days are going to be on March 1st and 2nd. It gives you a chance to speak directly to Congress people, sometimes senators, about things that are important to those within the bleeding disorders community. So please make sure that you do register. You can register directly on the NHF site. We actually, if you look at our fantastic email blast that has gone out, we even gave you a Scantron, so you could just scan and actually register. So please, what is important to you as a community member in the bleeding disorders community needs to be made aware to those that are passing legislation, and we would absolutely encourage you to join in. We want to make sure that family camp, that we have a fantastic showing for our family camp coming up on Saturday, March 12th. It is going to be the first part virtual, and then later on in the fall, on October 15th, we'll be having an in-person family camp, a single day event. But we ask that you please go to hemofoundation.org/events to register for that. There's going to be some really great things that are being brought to us from the hemophilia treatment centers, from PTs there, social workers, etc., nurse practitioners. That is absolutely great. We are looking forward to having a really great event the morning of March 12th. Please make sure that you do register. And last thing that I'm going to talk about is our Asian Infusion that we are having on June 25th. We know it's a little ways out, but we definitely want to make sure that you're aware of it. Please make sure that you register. It is going to be in person in San Mateo at one of the San Mateo community centers. So it's going to be a great opportunity. The actual topic is going to be directly regarding adoption of babies from China that are actual members of the bleeding disorders community, hemophiliacs, or those with hemophilia, I should say. So we absolutely encourage you to please register for that, also on our website at hemofoundation.org/events. And I think that's going to be it for us. Ash, under 10 minutes. Yay.
Amazing. Okay. We'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.
Bye.